that I use for my J tracker. And then these .pat files were for those PNG files that were already in there. So we don't actually need these .pat files either. So I'm just going to get rid of them. Alright. And remember how I was saying that we might make changes to this FlarConfig .xml file? Well, if we open it up, it's going to open in Notepad++, but you can open this in regular Notepad or TextEdit if you're on a Mac. And inside of here, you see a whole bunch of XML data. We have like the width and the height that the webcam is capturing at, and the display width and height, as well as the frame rate. Then we also have, if you want to mirror your webcam, this is useful for most webcams. But if you're going to be making this into like a pair of augmented reality glasses, you wouldn't want to mirror it because the viewer would be looking at the object and the webcam would be looking at the object as well. With mirrored display, it's best set up for like if you have a webcam built into your laptop, so that the display acts as a mirror. Then you have marker update threshold. That's the threshold that your webcam will use to find the tracker. So you can adjust that. It's best to keep it at 80 though. That's like right in the middle. I know that the newer version of FlarManager actually auto adjusts, which is really nice, which is one reason why I should probably figure out how to get that working in CS4, or just, hunker down and learn Flex. And then you have smoothing. Smoothing's kind of cool. Like if you have your tracker held up and then you move it, and if your webcam can't find your tracker for the time that it takes for you to go from one spot to another, it'll actually kind of interpolate that movement based on the 2 points. So like it'll see the tracker at one point. You move it, it might lose the model. It might not be able. It might lose the tracker. It might not be able to find it. But when it picks it up again, it'll move your 3D model over to where the tracker is and kind of ease it over to it instead of making your model disappear and then reappear in the new location. It's pretty cool. You can mess with that value. And then this is just the path to the Flar camera params.dat file. That's this file right here. It's in the same folder as this XML file that we have open. And then below here we have the pattern resolution, the pattern to border ratio. It's best to use a pattern to border ratio of 0.5. I talk about this on my website under the pattern section. I talk about creating a pattern, and a pattern that looks like this pattern right here has a 0.5 pattern to border ratio. Okay, and also you can adjust the confidence of the pattern detection. And then down here you have the path to your .pat file. Okay, that was a lot of information. You're probably not going to be changing this FlarConfig.xml file too often, but maybe once every time you make one of these things. But after that, it's pretty much good to go. So let's go back to the main folder, and let's go into the source folder. And inside the source folder, you have a com folder, which has your FlarManager files. You have an org folder which has the FLAR toolkit files in it, and then you have your examples, which are kind of like preloaded examples of different things that you can use, like different 3D engines that you can use, like Away 3D or Sandy 3D. We're going to be using this one at the bottom, FlarManager tutorial underscore colada.as. That way we can load in our own 3D models, our own .dae files. Okay, so you've got some notes and revisions and what's this? Oh, changes that have to be made. You don't really need these. By default, when you actually download FlarManager, it won't come with these two files. I added these files, but they're really easy to make. I'm gonna just open up this one, bjones.fla, and all I really did here was I set the document class of this Flash file to be one of those examples that we were just looking at. So all that is over here. So it's just a path to that Collada example file. So this file right here is just a path to it. So it's examples dot FlarManager tutorial underscore Collada, and then no extension.